Hey guys, what's happening? Sandhill Shooter here. As you can see, one more time, I am in the driver's seat. And yesterday, I made a live video as I was driving down the road. I was on my spare phone, my backup, and it was a horrible feed. It kept drifting in and out of service. And not only that, but I was in a different vehicle, and my car mount in that car is not as stable. I know this one's jumping around a little bit. I am driving, but the other one was jumping really, really bad, and the video was having issues processing. As I went back and watched it, it was bad. And so those of you that stuck it out with me live on that video, thanks for hanging with me. But I decided I could do better, and so I just decided to record this one and not go live, and still talk about the same thing that I talked about in that live video. So if you were with me, you probably know what's coming. But for the rest of you, here's what's been happening here recently. I'm seeing a lot of legislation getting introduced, bills getting introduced, and the last one that I saw here a day or two ago is just one of many of a long line of similar things. Now, I do believe this one is in Illinois, and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's where this bill got introduced. There was a letter accompanying it, or from the same lawmaker who introduced this bill. And among other things, it says that we need to ban or outlaw, the assault rifles. Even though the term assault rifle, of course, means something that you have to have a Class 3 permit even to obtain. The normal American cannot have an assault rifle, but that's beside the point. Well, that's the point that I'm going to make here in a moment. But the letter goes on to say that we need to ban high-capacity magazines because these turn semi-automatic weapons into fully automatic weapons. Now, I'm not a gunsmith. I'm not much of a mechanic at all, really. But even I'm smart enough to understand how the simple mechanics of a firearm work. You pull the trigger, it goes bang, you let go of the trigger and pull it again for that second bang. We don't have fully automatic guns just because you put a bigger magazine into it. That's not the way it works. That is a load of bull crap. And what I want to complain about is twofold here. First of all, who in the HE double hockey sticks are these morons that are making these laws? I don't know about you, but I sure hope where you live that you're voting for people who are a little smarter than that. Okay, that's the first thing, is why do we have idiots who don't know the way things work telling us what should be the laws on those things? It doesn't make any sense to me. I can't wrap my head around it. Okay? And second of all, maybe we should learn the laws a little bit better before we go preaching that people shouldn't have assault rifles when we already outlawed them in 34, I believe. The Gun Control Act of 1934 outlawed fully automatic weapons unless you have the special tax stamps and permits in order to obtain those. And of course, if it's been built after 1985, if you're a civilian, it's still illegal to own it even with the permits. Or the new stuff, if you own a bump stock and you're in a place where the bump stock is banned, even if you have a Class 3 permit, it doesn't qualify for that. You can have, a full auto M16, but you can't have a bump stock. So, again, these laws, they don't make any sense. There's no reason, there's no logic, and it just makes me very angry. It makes me into a grumpy old man, I guess. And I don't understand why we've got people who clearly don't know anything about firearms, thinking that they know what's best in how firearms work. I think if you're going to make a law about something, there should be a requisite where you have to take a class and actually learn how they work, and maybe you'd find out that you don't know what you're talking about. So that's kind of what I wanted to say. I wanted to be able to make a little bit better video, a little bit better quality than what I had yesterday on the live feed, and again, it wouldn't even process and go up to where people can view it. So I think that was a sign that video was not good enough to even go up there. So again, thanks for hanging with me, those of you that were on it yesterday, and thanks to those of you that are watching me right now. I appreciate the support. Just like always, if you liked this, if you agree with me, if you haven't yet, please like the video, give me the old thumbs up, give me a comment, let me know what you did or didn't like about it. Just let me know that you watched it, because if you don't make a comment, I don't know you were there. And then if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do that, and make sure you click the little bell next to it so you get notified whenever I go live or whenever I put one of these out. And the last thing, share it. Throw me out there. If you like what you heard, go ahead and share the video too. Thanks, guys, and God bless.